competitive. So.
Al?
I like to view myself as a realist.
Or a Blazers fan?
No, I mean I love Damian Lillard for sure, but I want the Pacers,
And C.J. McCollum.
I want the Pacers to win every game. Realistically, you guys are gonna hate me for it. Pacers aren't a good team this year, and that's okay. Miles Turner
That's not true.
is younger than all four of us sitting here. He's 21 years old, and he's cursed by playing at the same time as guys like Karl Anthony Towns and Kristaps Porzingis that are so far ahead of the curve for guys their age. He's going to get pushed around by bigger centers, and that's fine. He's young. Victor Oladipo is going to figure out how to be a primary option, but again, Victor Oladipo is a primary option in a league where teams have LeBron James and Kevin Durant as primary options. Like the Pacers, Sabonis will get it going. Guys like Darren Collison are going to play hard, but they're not going to be a great team this year. Now, they'll be competitive. They're fun to watch. They're going to play at a very fast pace. They practice with an 18-second shot clock. They're going to score a lot of points, and they're probably going to give up a lot of points as well. So, are they fun to watch? Yes. Are they, people that hated Paul George and were glad to see him go, whatever? Like, are they better without him in terms of talent? No. But in the future, in the long run, they probably are better. So this year, they'll be an okay team. They're going to compete hard night in and night out, but they're not going to be a good NBA team. And them getting off to a hot start is kind of a curse because then people expect them to continue to do that. They couldn't continue to shoot at that pace, score at the rate they were scoring. And so they'll fall off. They'll win some games. They'll get on a winning streak. They'll get on a losing streak. It's going to happen. They're going to be a 500 at best team.
Yeah, you mentioned Paul George. We talked about the trade already. I want everybody to give me your full undivided attention, and I want you to listen to this video. This is Victor Oladipo, okay, in an interview post the loss to the Detroit Pistons, where we kind of lost by 17, kind of got embarrassed just a little bit by the Pistons. I'll just play this for you.
Second to last free throw box out, that was my fault. I should have been in there boxing out. I should have got that rebound. Got to do a better job overall as a leader. Just got to do a better job of getting us ready to play. I got to do a better job of helping us close out games in the fourth quarter. It's my responsibility, I feel like, as the leader of this team. So it won't happen again.
I found this to
He says in that video, he says it won't happen again. And he says as the leader of this team, I missed a box out late in the game, and that was my fault. What do you guys take on that?
I like what he said. I mean, he said the right things, but it goes back to the fact that Victor Oladipo is not going to go head-to-head with LeBron James and possibly win a game.
That's not the question I'm asking.
No, I'm getting there.
So don't
Whereas
go that route.
You're going to Paul George. I know you hate Paul George. That's fine. Paul George is one of the best basketball players in the world.
And one of the worst leaders the Pacers have ever had.
Did he say the right things? No. Did Victor Oladipo say the right things? Yes. But does that always mean something? Who knows? Yeah, he said the right things.
What do you think about it?
I mean, you got to appreciate that he wants to be the leader at 25 years old on a team it's his first year with the team. So, I mean, he did say the right things, but they're going to have it again. He's still a developing player. He's still young, so I do appreciate him wanting to lead, though, right out of the gate. So,
kind of going off what Alec was saying, kind of being the devil's advocate there. I mean, yes, we don't have that Paul George stud basketball player, but that's not how the Pacers are playing. We're not playing that one-on-one basketball with Victor Oladipo versus LeBron James. No, we're getting the ball.
In which a team we just pretty much embarrassed earlier on this season.
I mean, yeah. I mean, yeah, for sure. What did we win, by 17 or so?
Yeah, or more.
Yeah, so, I mean that's an early game of the season, but that's not how the Pacers are playing this year. That's not how Nate McMillan wanted to coach. He wants to run, and he wants to get in transition, and that's what the Pacers are doing. We got the roster to do that, honestly. In the half court, that really wasn't best for Miles Turner. He's going to get banged around with the DeMarcus Cousins. So getting those guys out and having Darren Collison and Bogdanovich spotting up for three. I mean, you're going to have those role players exceed simply because we're not playing one-on-one basketball. We're playing team basketball.
Here's the thing, and I'm going to finish my point. You can talk about leading. I'm a big Paul George fan, no bones about it. But I will say, he didn't very often say the right things. He also drugged the Pacers into the playoffs last year and put a team on his back with his play on the court, down the stretch. No doubt about it. So it comes down to, yes, there are people that say the right things, there are people that do the right things. The dude can go out and win a basketball game single-handedly. Do the Pacers have somebody on this year's team that can do that? Whether they have a better leader or not, remains to be seen.
We're better for it. Absolutely, we're better for it because now you're actually seeing a style that Nate McMillan 2 years talked about he wanted to play. Mm-hmm. He didn't have the team to play with that because they had guys like Paul George standing in the corner, pouting, not getting the ball, quit playing defense.
It's funny that you say didn't get the ball. His usage rate was the same as Carmelo Anthony, who people say is a black hole. Numbers don't lie.
Yeah, I would say Paul George was definitely that for us last season.
Didn't get the ball pouted in the corner. Now he's a black hole.
Times in which he would just pout in the corner. Times in which he'd quit playing defense. And we got half George, as I like to say.
He wouldn't fight for those rebounds. I think he was honestly the reason why we were going 500 at the beginning. We'd win one game, and then no matter what, we'd lose the next, and then we'd win the next one. And we needed a leader out of Paul George. We didn't get him, and I'm not even saying leader vocally. I'm saying on the court. There were games where he would pick and choose when he wanted to play, and when he would pick that, we would win the game. But he did not pick that 82 games of the year.
Absolutely. If you were playing the 41. Sixers of last year, the year before, you're not going to get the best Paul George. I 100% agree with that.
Yeah.
But if you're playing LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Giannis, any of those guys, you were going to get a guy that is going to keep you in a basketball game.
And he got toasted by them time and time.
And that's the thing that was wrong with that was
by LeBron.
That was what was wrong with last year because we could beat the Clippers, we could beat the Rockets, but we would lose to the teams like the Dallas Mavericks, we'd lose to the 76ers. And that's why we were the 7th seed last year.
There's a reason.
Play the Cavs
there's a reason that Paul George's teammates from last year, coaches from last year, are undermining his ability to be a leader, undermining his ability to play 82 games.
It's always easy
because it's been better. We've had a better play style. We've had better contribution from Thaddeus Young. We've had better contribution from.
Is it better?
Yeah, it is absolutely better.
Below 500.
What did we go last year, Al?
Small sample size.
Above 500.
With a top 15 player?
Yeah.
So we go the exact same without Paul George. We're much better for it.
5 and 7 is not above 500.
We're 12 games in. We got to wait to have this conversation later in the year.
Hey, thanks for listening to
the drama.
The drama that is here with Colt, Eric, Luke, and then a Blazers fan. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Alec, I love your takes. And thanks for listening to the 12th man, 13th man, 9th man, if you will. So we know you'll listen to other people before us, but thanks for listening.